Hey guys, how's it going? Mr. Do-It-All here with another review, and today we are going to be reviewing the Samsung Powerbot R9000. This has been a very nifty thing to have around the house and just do some things I don't want to do, which is vacuum. And this robotics vacuum has really made it easy for me. Now, let's start with what you get in the box. Here's the box right here. It's a little worn and torn because it got shipped to me on a wet day, of course. But you get the charger. You get the actual Powerbot itself, which is actually rather big compared to other ones out there on the market. It's a little bulky, it's a little higher up. So that's one thing to consider. And then you got the remote control. Now here's the remote control. Do not lose the remote control because there are some options on the remote control that you cannot change on the Powerbot itself that I've found so far, and that's one big downfall and flaw I see, is that if I lose this remote for like a day or something, I don't want to find it, I can't do the settings I want to on this real quick. And that's one bummer, but I'm sure that will be fixed in time to go. Now, another big thing with this vacuum that I picked versus other vacuums out there was the capacity, and the capacity to store the dirt that it's vacuuming up. And I have a lot of dogs around the house, and that actually becomes a very big issue. So a lot of hair equals up a big buildup in dust and stuff. And these little guys don't have the containment to contain everything. And this one actually does. At 0.2 gallons, it's still small but able to do it. It's rather easy to get up. You just pop this lever up right here, pull it out, and it's out. It's easy. It's pretty big for what size this is here. So that is one great thing to take note. You just pull this little yellow lever, open it, empty it out, and then close it back up. Throw it in here, close it up, and you're good to go. It's very easy to use, super simple, and I have not had a problem with it. It contains the dust when you take it out of here to go to the trash can. You're not like leaving a dust trail trying to get to the trash can real quick. So that's not a problem when it comes to this. One thing to take note is you do probably want to keep this one thing a little cleaner than the other ones, because I did notice this one uses a camera instead of just sensors like the other ones do. And I'm sure that can get dusty and dirty and all of a sudden get a little clogged up and not know really where he's at. So that's probably just something to keep it clean. It does get dusty going underneath everything, so that's one thing. The charger is pretty self-explanatory. You plug it up against the wall, sit it somewhere nice, and it finds its home when it's done. We'll just call it magic. There is some algorithms and some computing going on to figure out where our home is, but we'll call it magic, and it finds it rather fast and easily. Have not had an issue with it finding home unless I leave doors closed, which I do often. Other than that, it's really a basic, simple to use vacuum. Out of the box, it comes in the regular settings. It vacuums your house on regular mode. It does have a turbo mode, which I do recommend you using. When it's not on turbo mode, it doesn't seem to have the vacuuming power it really needs to get in those corners and get that dirt out of the places you really want it to. And that's really a bummer and a downfall on this one, because I know some other ones have little like spinning sides and other things that might get the dirt in the corners. And this one doesn't, besides the suction power, and so you need to really kick it on high gear, which is turbo. The only downfall with making it on turbo, which I leave mine on turbo because I use it really to spot clean room to room, because it no longer makes it through the whole house because of the turbo option, is you just leave it on turbo, decide which room you want to clean, and clean it. Clean that room and then let it charge and then go to the next room. That's the best option I have. It just really annoys me when the vacuum gets done with a room and there's a bunch of debris in the corners and stuff that it just didn't quite get. So that's something that hopefully they will fix with battery and stuff like that to make it last a little bit longer. But right now, on turbo, it's really just about 30 minutes, which is a super bummer because it does have to kind of figure out its way around your room and stuff like that. So it does take time doing all that. Other than the turbo option not being an option, or being a problem, I guess you would say, is this thing has a little bit of a problem, I guess you would say, with going over larger carpets. About after a ½ inch, which it does say a ½ inch or greater, it will not go over the incline. But I didn't realize how close my carpets were to a ½ inch, because we do have about 2 carpets in the house that it just really struggles to get this lip over and get it over and continue on to vacuum. It just kind of gets stuck in a corner after that, and it's just useless. It just kills itself going in a little circle in the corner, and that's another big bummer. But again, it is stated on the box and in the stuff that it can't go over 1/2 inch, so I can't really complain about that. It's just one note. Look at your carpets, see how thick they are to make sure it will be able to go over that, because some of the other ones go over higher stuff. So that's one thing to take note. Other than that, this has been a really great vacuum. It has made me not have to vacuum every day, which is great. Now, it's not a everyday, all-day vacuum. Unfortunately, you are going to have to get out and vacuum yourself, get the places this thing won't reach and leave and it accumulates. So that's one thing. It's not a one vacuum for the house. You will have to have another vacuum, but it is definitely a good sidekick to keep the house clean. And with that, guys, I just want to leave you with that and everything to make the decision the best y'all can if y'all want to purchase one of these. They are a little pricey when it comes to about $400 to $500 for the unit right now, depending if you get them on sale or not. But, you know, at that price, you don't have to do it yourself, so that may be a benefit to you. So, as always, guys, please like, subscribe, and have a nice day.